What's up, everyone? Bork is here. Today I want to share with you one of my favorite farm spots. Super easy, super early ladder friendly. Don't need any sort of gear. But yeah, let's get into it. I'll just show you some of the stuff I'm using. Super basic beginner stuff. Okay, I made this character yesterday, and I haven't really I haven't really geared up anything notable, but so Arcane Sanctuary is one of the best places to farm, especially early ladder when you're not geared yet. You can come in here and pretty much blast through it as early as level 70 or so. Um, I usually go with lightning sorcerers for this just because there's not really any light immunes in here. But there's plenty of other builds you could do it with, or if you have enough gear to get away with, breaking immunes, then you could do whatever you want, obviously. It is still a very good spot to do even later ladder when you're fully geared and everything. In my experience, it has some of the best drop rates for high runes. In fact, earlier when I was starting this farm, my very first run, about a minute in, I dropped an Ohm rune. So, pretty stoked about that. Right now, obviously, it's got the Terror Zone, which is pretty cool, but it's even a great farm without it. Extra nice with it, of course. But yeah, I've only done about 11 or so runs and found that Omeroon, a handful of keys, and a Fire Sunder charm. So pretty stoked so far. Definitely ready for another drop at this point, but I'm happy with my progress so far. As far as high rune drops in my career, Diablo 2, I think most of them have come from this zone. And that's kind of saying a lot too, because I don't usually spend a ton of time farming here. I usually do it early on and then move on to, something harder like Chaos or whatever. But yeah, this place is nice because it's super easy. Even early on, you can do the runs pretty quick, about 10 minutes or so. Maybe even a little bit more if you're a little less geared, but you can definitely get them faster to the 5 or 6 minute runs. And even if nothing drops, you will get keys. I don't know. So far, it's been about 40% drop, which I think is pretty on par with what the drop rate is supposed to be. But those definitely add up. I've just kind of been trading those for pieces that will speed up my runs. Need to find something to do with that Ohm rune. I could probably gear myself pretty reasonably well. I really want to make a CTA, but that's probably not the best thing to do with it right now, seeing as I have absolutely no gear. I could get a lot of decent pieces with that. Hopefully, I'll just get another something and spend that instead. Something that's a little bit less useful than an ohm. The only drawback to this farm is when it's not a terror zone, it obviously is, level 70, like something. Like I think it's like mid to high 70s. So it doesn't have the full drop table of everything, but it's definitely got runes. There's just a couple of this really high-end stuff like Tyraels and stuff that can't drop here. But yeah, you could really easily get farming this day one of ladder, and within a couple days easily have enough to make like an infinity or something. One of those bigger, higher ticket items. It's also pretty good experience too, from 70 to 80 or so. So if you just skip doing bell runs and do farm this instead, you'll probably within those 10 levels find a few high runs worth of stuff and also get your levels that way relatively quickly. It's a pretty fun farm though. It's a little bit more entertaining than just going after a boss and resetting and going after a boss and resetting. It's just a little bit more fun to it. Anytime you see the Terra Zone, definitely farm it for the time if you can. Nothing notable on this run so far, but I did get that Sunder Charm last time, so that was pretty good. First Sunder Charm I found. Of course, it was for fire, which I do not need. Might be cool to have that on like a fire trap sin or something. Assuming that works for them. These chests at the end are really a nice little bonus too. And there's a lot of them all throughout the zone, which I find that clickables like chests and things are pretty undervalued. I've definitely got a lot of decent drops. Oh hey, a ring. Let's see what we got. And a bolt Cathos. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I don't know what that's worth, but probably, I don't know. I'm guessing high rune maybe. But yeah, I haven't been doing this very long at all. This is like my 12th or 13th run, actually 13th run ever on this character, and I've already gotten at least a couple high runes worth of stuff. And once you're a little more geared, I think 5 or 6 minute runs is pretty doable. So just do the math. I mean, that's, I don't know, a little over an hour's worth of time for a couple high runes is pretty chill. But yeah, the chain light build works really good here. I have to find me a light Sunder Charm that would speed this up a lot. Yeah. I think in future I'll just level here from 70 to 80 or so, and by that time have enough to probably gear my character at least reasonably well. But you really don't need gear to farm this spot, which is great, especially early on. Speeds it up, which is nice, but yeah, that's it. I don't know how long that took. I don't have a timer, but 10 minutes or so. I could definitely go faster. And like I said, I'm very undergeared. But I definitely am gonna try to go trade and get some better gear now that I have some stuff like this that I can get rid of and swap for some gear. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know how you like the farm. Give it a try. Honestly, I think you will be pleasantly surprised. I know I was. So thanks for watching all. Peace.